These guys were 100% better for 280. And, oh, well, I'll tell you what we can do with these big Frigo Camellos. We can make them big. Yes, that's right. We can go ahead and make this guy 92% rather than 60. Wait, that's absolutely nuts. Oh, we were just a couple off being able to get another one. But yeah, take a look at our team now, guys. Oh my goodness, this Chimpanzini Bananini is going to be so ridiculously overpowered. So before we go ahead and do anything else, let's just test our luck in the spin wheel. Okay, well, our luck's still some, but let's just go ahead and see how much money we're going to get from this. Take a look. Oh my goodness, we're already in EEs. Now, at the start, we can't really climb very fast because we don't have any wings. But when we go ahead and jump down, we're getting 21 EE. And well, that means if we come over to the wings, well, just see how many of these wings we can go ahead and buy, guys. This is going to take absolutely forever. But my goal today is to see how many of these wings we can actually get through in a couple of hours of playing this. I want to see how truly over are. And I'm also here to start a petition to allow me to trade these pets over to my main account. Yes, if the game developers are watching this, please let me transfer these over to my main account. I feel like I'm spending money for nothing for my main account, and my main account could get absolutely jacked if we get all of this good stuff over. But anyway, look at this. We are only in queues over here, and the money just hasn't moved one bit at the top. It's taken absolutely forever. We're only on to AA, now into the BBs at the moment. 390, 1.7 CC, 47 million, 67 million, 95 million speed. We're into the DDs now. The money should start moving now. Okay, I'm seeing it move. Okay, now things are getting a little bit expensive. Into the EEs, and that's where we're going to get stuck. We are at the Taujits Day. I just completely butchered that pronunciation. But look, we got some good progress, but nowhere near as much progress as I wanted. So that means we need to go ahead and get a bunch of worlds here. So just take a look.
The whole Iron's body came off the thing.
Oh my goodness.
That's bad.
Is doing money things. Take a look how fast.
See, that's not bad, bro. That is bad.
And the Brainrot characters, well, they're just chilling behind us. They're having a big chill over there. Look how fast we are going here. Oh my goodness, we're about to hit the top here. Let's go ahead and touch the top. Come on, come on. And there we go. Right, let's go ahead and talk to this guy, because I'm pretty sure he gives you a souvenir. Yes, okay, there's our forget. Let's go ahead and claim our win. And, well, let's go ahead and jump down and see how much money we're going to get. Oh my goodness, I'm pretty sure we got into the FFs at the top there. 3.15 FF. Which means we can come back over and we can go ahead and spend a couple more on some of these wings. Just a couple more. And that's as far as we can get now. The Yin Yang Dragons. These are by far one of the coolest wings in the game. Look how cool we are looking. And this Chimpanzini Bananini is so cute. Look how cute it is just staring at me. But anyway, let's go ahead and put a souvenir in. And actually, I gave myself a machinery RA. So we can just go ahead and buy this slot. And now we've got that bonus money. Alright, so let's go ahead and get claiming. Get 10 wins to go over to the very next section. And we need to get over to the final section pretty much as fast as possible today, because we need to get grinded and we need to get as many wins as we can, as fast as we can. And our money is just going up more and more every time. 1.56 there. Oh, and I forgot about this guy. We can actually get a jump pal when we get to the top. So this guy is going to give us extra 5% speed, which is okay. The Trump one you get from the petting deck, and these guys, well, you get from the Tech Hero event. But unfortunately, we've already spent all our Robux today. So let's go ahead and do a couple more jumps, and then let's go ahead and get 10 wins and buy a couple more wings, and then move on and get more and more money, and it's going to be absolutely insane. Okay, and we've just picked up our last set of wins, so let's go ahead and do another jump off here, and well, let's go ahead and check this out. Right, let's go flying over here. Let's go ahead and buy a couple more wings from the wing shop. I think we can. Let's go ahead and see. 6.10 FF, and the next one is 26 FF. But that does not matter one bit, because we can come over to the teleport section over here, and we can unlock New York, USA. The Empire State Building all the way up there. But before we go ahead and take that on, I have got one of these enchanted crystals, and I want to see what we can get on this Liri Lara. That's insane. Okay, getting money right off the rip. Oh, I put it on the wrong one. No, I better put it on the... Oh, okay, I'm just stupid. Oh well, it was only a 2% increase anyway. Cool, we need to go go ahead and climb all the way to the top.
Funnily
This
enough,
one,
is
and
exactly
once
where
again,
too
well,
much
we
is
are
on the
regaining
GTA
even
5
more
map.
money, and we
Sometimes
are going to
while
be
walking
climbing
around the
well,
convicts
personal
at
time
night,
this
you
game.
can
This
actually
doesn't
hear
really
some
seem like
strange
too much of a
noises,
challenge
as
still,
well as
especially
possible
because
faint
we've got open
whispers,
wings
which
and
could
over
hint to
our
their
head.
existence in
So,
the game.
I'm just going to try and speed with this, like back to this very last run with these overpowered pets. Well, when we get
Bro,
to
this dude died with 3 health.
got another enchant crystal here, so we're going to drop back
Right,
down
well,
and
let's
enchant
respect
that
for
again.
Trevor. At
But
this
before we
point
do
in
that,
GTA 5's life cycle, most players will probably know this, but during
This tablet. This tablet doing it. These tablets. Bro, can you get your feet off me?
Oh,
Yo!
you can help.
No!
Yoshi.
No, me, no, sir.
What?
I was about to call you no, ma'am. Bro, I didn't mean to. I was just.
Should I get my water gun?
Oh no.
Who the head? Who the head? Who the head?
Yeah! You're supposed to call me that for me. Why can I call DeAndre? I love that name. DeAndre Booty Cheeks. DeAndre Booty Cheeks stink.
Huh? What'd you say?
I said DeAndre Booty stink stink.
the cake. The cake is a mythical creature in GTA 5's
Say
world
some
that's
bucks.
in the Bishop's WTF
That's what we're
museum.
doing.
This poster here is exactly
Keep it up, you wanna get some water.
exists in the world of GTA.
What I say? What I say? What I say? Nah, what I say?
I can shoot on the order gun.
You can shoot on the order gun?
Order gun.
Let's go ahead and jump down. Take a look at how many points we're going to go ahead and get here.
My water gun's not even charged, dude. My battery's dead.
Thank you. We're going to go back to
You're
climbing.
going
We're
down.
just going to keep going back and forth with those wings and purchasing a bunch and climbing a bunch, purchasing some more and climbing some more. And we've got over 100 wins, so we can now go ahead and buy an extra souvenir slot, and we're going to put 7% extra speed in there. And we can go ahead and buy our next set of wings. Okay, so this should be the last climb up the tower before the very next section. But one thing we have forgotten to do today, guys, is enter a bunch of codes. So let's go ahead and just enter everything that we can get here. That one gave us some wins. I'm not too sure how many. It looked like 6. This one, no idea what it gave us. And the last code that there is code Iron Man over there. Right, let's go ahead and take a look what we got. So we got a brand souvenir box, so we may as well go ahead and open that whilst we claim our trophies up here. And we got another baguette. Okay, I still want to get something else out of those boxes. I'm guessing we got some potions here and there, but we are going to put our extra coins on over there. The Tech Hero event, I'm guessing we got some of these. I'm not too sure. Oh, we can actually go ahead and hatch our very first one of these boxes, so fingers crossed we can get something good. Ah, that was terrible. Right, let's come over to the wings now, because I'm pretty sure we can buy one more set of wings, the Pharaoh's Falcons over here. And then, the last but not least, we can come over to the teleport, and we can go ahead and unlock my hometown, London, UK Big Ben. Well, I'm not from London, but the UK anyway. Well, let's go ahead and try have a climb over here then. Let's go ahead and see how many more points we're going to get for our book. Let's have a look. Oh my goodness, the brief like instant GG there. Alright, that is absolutely nuts. We've got a money boost as well, so we need to go ahead and pop that. And well, the team is still looking pretty good and pretty strong here, guys. But the amount of points we're going to get for this one jump is about to be ridiculous. You guys just wait and see. But first, let's go ahead and make it to the top instantly. Let's go ahead and claim our 200 wins right off the bat. And let's go ahead and do a good jump and just take a look at how many points we're about to get. 136. GG. That should be enough for another set of wings. Oh yeah, just enough for another set of wings. We are now Cupid's Embrace. Now, for the next world, we need 3,000 trophies, which should be very, very easy and very, very quick. But first, I want to come back over to New York, and I want to use a couple of our enchant stones, because I want to try and get coins on the chimpanzee bananini. Coins are, like, by far the best thing you can get, and there we go, right? Money 2 is absolutely insane. Let's try one on this Livy Lara, because we just don't need luck whatsoever. Okay, we've got speed, oh, we got a huge, okay, that's really, really good. I'll take that. And then let's try one on these Frigo Camelos. Oh, we got coins instantly, right? Let's try it on the other. Our luck with these rolls have been insane. And one more roll. Look, guys, that's not bad luck. Because look at this, it gives us an extra 10% on that one. That's huge. That is insane. And then we've got an extra 6% on the chimpanzee and everything. My goodness, that luck was absolutely nuts. Right, but we need 3,000 for the very next section, so let me quickly do a bunch of jumps and quickly grab 3,000 of these trophies. We're not faffing about today. I need to get to this final world. Alright, and once again, we are reaching the top, and there we go, 3,000 wins, and we'll probably have about 2 HH by the time we do this drop. Yeah, just under. But anyway, let's come back over to the wings. You guys know how this goes by now. Back over to the wings, and let's go ahead and spin 1. And that's it, once again. Alright, wings are starting to slow down a little bit. And let's come over to the teleport station over here. And let's go ahead and unlock the ancient Egypt obelisk. We have got 2 more worlds for us to go ahead and unlock. And well, there's nothing more for us to do apart from go ahead and play once again. Because we need 17,500 trophies for the very next one. And well, these wings are carrying us off this ancient Egypt obelisk pretty easily. And our coins, where they speak for themselves. Look how quickly they're going up. We're on 1 HH. We're not even at the top yet. We are climbing ridiculously fast. Okay, it looks like it's going to be about 1.6 over there. Okay, nice. There's nothing to talk to up here. Just claim our 1,000 wings. And well, let's go ahead and fly the wings. Okay, so that gives us 3.6 HH. So I think that's enough for 1 set of wings. Yeah, there we go. Right. And we're getting close to some of these briny ones down here. I'd say probably from these 3 just underneath onwards are pretty briny to go ahead and get. But anyway, let's go ahead and climb this another 17 times, and let's get over to the second to last world. And once again, here is our very last one. That takes us to 18,000 wins. And jumping off here gives us 66.17 HH. So let's come over to the wings and let's go ahead and buy 1 set and buy 2 brand new sets. Let's go over to buying tech. We're actually nearly unlocking these boards down here. That'd be insane. But the thing is with this game, getting through to the final wings doesn't mean...
Huh?
Anyway,
Now pick on the ISO.
Let's go ahead and just hop straight
Pick on the ISO first.
Well, yeah, we're not slowing down. I didn't even think it was
Pick on the ISO. Why do you think it's funny? You got ISO, you got big!
We don't have to climb this too much to get to the final one. So, nearly there, let's get to the top. And it gives us 4,000 points per one. Okay, that's pretty good.
What?
And we'll take this crystal. So, just as we're jumping down, let's go ahead and go.
Pick up the ice. He took ice from the bed. Oh no.
You're getting your pillow wet, you know that?
So as we go through this next world, I'm just going to keep unlocking a bunch of these wings just so we can go faster and faster. But I think we need to do this about 20 times to go ahead and get over to the next world. Okay, so this is the last climb before the final
Stop fake crying. I don't like when you fake cry.
Stop! Stop! Let me see that, please.
Right, okay, do you know what? I will take that. Let's open this as we have our yeah. Come on, something good to be instead. Another machinery, alright. Okay. Well, it is a slight improvement over here, but it is a little bit more points. So there we go. There has been our last one. And that is over 8,000 trophies over here. The next one is the gingerbread. As we go over to this final world, we might be able to get in a bunch of coins. And I think we're just going to go up a couple more ways here. So, Burj Khalifa over in Dubai. Here we are over in the Burj Khalifa. And let's go ahead and see how many coins we can get. So, take a look at our coins absolutely fly up. And I think we should be able to make it to the top. I think we definitely should be able to make it to the top. Because this team, the only thing that might hold us back is the wings. But we're at about 4,000 10,000 meters right now, and it's not looking too bad. We're not looking like we've slowed down just yet. And we've just passed 1II on the coins over there, and we've still not slowed down. We're at about 10,000 meters, probably about 5,000 meters to go. Oh, I can see the top now. Well, yeah, we are comfortably getting to the top here. We really didn't slow down. And there we go, right, 10,000 wins at the top here. There we go, that's 20,000 total. And, well, let's go ahead and see how many coins we get for jumping off this. Hopefully it's a good amount. Let's go ahead and take a look. We get a total of 3.8 II. So if we come up the wings, let's go ahead and purchase the ginger flights over here. The next ones are the angel crowns, and I think the ones I've got on my main account are these white snowflakes. So anyway, guys, we're going to wrap it up there for today. If you guys have enjoyed it and want to see me do this on plenty of other games, let me know what games I should do this down below on. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.
Can I get a 40 on 5?
Are you forgetting something?
Fill up with an 89-cent large big gulp at Speedway. Let's go, good man. Okay. Good morning, Vinod. They just got stick together, you know what I'm saying? I would love to, play with Jeff, see like how things go. Hopefully, I can just be a good teammate. I think the next challenge is a good game. So I chose somebody that I think I can beat. Rico.
Ground by the museum. Black silk.
Warte,
If the
du,
player
warte,
has a
du,
specific
zuvor.
phone number, yes, on story mode, the number is 199376767 to be exact. The phone will come up with someone named Black Cell Phone. That number is actually meant to spell out 199 EMP drop, and as a result, when you call this number, an explosion will appear above the player's head and will set the player's cell phone background to black, which normally isn't possible. Normally it's just gray on the mountain. On one of the mountains, just to the south of the lighthouse, there's a grave name. But the rabbit hole goes a little bit deeper. This is most likely the grave of the mother of Ursula. So who is Ursula? Ursula is the character that plays herself in a Frank's mission as the Frank.
That's what you get.
Where she's hitchhiking and citizens to pick her up and take her home. Her house is right there.
Yeah, too far.
After completing the mission, either Franklin or Trevor will get Ursula and their contacts on their phone, which basically serves as a booty call. While you're driving Ursula back to her house, though, after completing the mission, either Franklin or Trevor will get Ursula in their contacts on their phone, which basically serves as a booty call. While you're driving Ursula back to her house, though, she kind of overshares someone about life. She mentioned that the last person choked to death in his own hand. She also mentioned that his partner ended up getting killed and dying, so admits that she poisoned and killed her own mother, which has led people to believe that this is most likely her mother's grave. Since it is completely unmarked, we'll never actually know whose grave this is. There's also been theories that this could be a reference to John Marston's grave in Red Dead Redemption, as well as another theory that even suggests this is Trevor's brother's grave, but most likely it's the mother of Ursula.
Does he?
Jack Thompson. Jack Thompson is one of the more infamous names in GTA history, so let's have a quick look at who he actually is. Jack Thompson was an American attorney who was permanently disbarred, which means he had his license to practice law revoked for misconduct. Jack Thompson was strongly against video games being able to be sold to minors, and in 2007, Take-Two Interactive, the publisher of GTA, actually filed a lawsuit against him to prevent Jack Thompson from preventing sales of GTA 4. Most notably,
Bro,
in the following
You know,
years,
you
Just
should want to
was
go when I get the house.
against the game, claiming
Because
that
the
there was
water
a
goes
link
outside.
between video games and real-life violence. Shortly after GTA 5's release, Game Zone, the big game site, even offered Jack Hoffman a chance to run it on and defend his stand, and Jack refused, saying that gamers are just too brain involved. Insurance companies are tracking this. The most notable insurance company in GTA 5 is, of course, Mutual Insurance. But there could be more serious companies in this young. Have you ever wondered how in GTA you can kill NPCs in the middle of nowhere when no one could possibly hear or see what's going on, yet the police will still get away with it? This theory that first popped up on Reddit from users suggests that insurance companies actually plant censorship in citizens, which allows them to status and location. Reddit also goes on to suggest that this is the reason that the hospital fees are so cheap in GTA 5 because you're essentially giving away all of your privacy. GTA 5 caused real crimes. The GTA series is no stranger to getting linked to real-world crime. These links go back to 2003, when a man named Aaron Hamill and a woman named Kimberly Bede were murdered by William and Josh Buckner, who actually claimed that their actions were inspired by GTA 3. The victims' families filed a $246 million lawsuit against Rockstar Games, Take-Two Interactive, Walmart, and Sony Computer Entertainment, blaming them for the crime. Specifically relating to GTA 5, though, just 4 days after the game came out, the 20-year-old named Zachary Burgess was arrested for 9 counts of hit and run, simple kidnapping, and motor vehicle theft. He claimed that he was just reenacting the things that he's done in GTA 5. To get more specific, Zachary stole an unattended truck with a female passenger in it and tried to escape with the vehicle, but there were 9 vehicles blocking his way, so he tried to ram through them. This was just the first of many different instances over the years where GTA 5 has been blamed as the root cause for a lot of crimes. Suicidal airplanes. You've probably heard random explosions at some point when you're playing GTA 5. Whether you're in a building or in a loading screen is actually pretty common. You may even hop out of the building that you're in, drive around a bit, and then just see a massive airplane destroyed in the middle of the road. Well, it turns out that this is actually caused by airplane pilots despawning when they get too close to your location. Of course, with no pilot, the plane doesn't have a very good chance of flying, so it crashes into a nearby building or the ground. FIB agents at satellite dishes. In the Grand Sonora Desert at the satellite relay station, if the player goes there at 10 a.m. in-game, they'll find a group of scientists just standing outside, with no FIB agents anywhere in sight. But if you go way back to the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360 versions of GTA 5 and do the exact same thing, you'll find the exact same scientists, but this time with some armed FIB agents. This was a small detail that had no explanation up until really this past year. See, it was believed that this was actually a teaser for an upcoming GTA 5 story DLC way back in 2013. As we found out on Christmas Day when the GTA 5 source code leaked in 2020, businessmen tried to overthrow Franklin D. Roosevelt, the current president at the time, and wanted to put in power a dictator that they could control. So why did the rich capitalist businessmen want to do this? Well, this is because when Roosevelt was elected, this was, quote, upsetting for many conservative businessmen of the time because they believed that Roosevelt's campaign promised that the government would provide jobs for all the unemployed. Long story short, rich businessmen wanted to install a dictator to protect their interests. Now, of course, this business plot did fail, but relating back to GTA 5, this theory suggests that GTA 5 is set in an alternate reality where this business plot was successful. Redditor Soren Lord 100 says, have you ever wondered why the player's actions each mission, killing dozens of people, never get much media attention besides just a small news headline? It's a popular theory that GTA is set in an alternate reality where the 1930s business plot succeeded. Basically, capitalists seize control of the US and its institutions, hence the corporate reality portrayed in the game. A capitalistic society relies on a certain stability and complacency from its populace. If the public is hearing about mass shootings, our world would be treated
Oh, this is scary.
Wolf Girl. The Wolf Girl is a wolf-human hybrid that apparently lives in the Palomino Highlands. The creature was first discovered by the YouTuber Papa Jake Games in late 2017, but in the video it's quite clear that he's using mods, and this, along with the fact that the character model doesn't appear anywhere in the game files, along with the fact that no one else has ever seen this creature, means that this is most likely just a mod. Oh! Oh my god! 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 You guys are right! You guys are right! You guys are right! You guys are right! I think we know what I think we know what's going on. Michael DeSantis' Ghost. One of the finales in GTA 5 gives the player the option to, of course, kill Michael. Some players have gone online claiming that they've seen Michael DeSantis' ghost inside his house when you return to his house as Franklin after killing him. The ghost was apparently first seen by many YouTubers, including YouTubers that heavily mod their videos, like 0.4 Live. This alone has led many players to believe that this is fake. All-Seeing Eye. The All-Seeing Eye can be, well, seen in many places across GTA 5. In real life, the All-Seeing Eye, or the Eye of Providence, normally refers to the Eye of God watching over humankind. But you've probably seen a similar symbol in other places, like the Illuminati, for example. In GTA 5, though, the All-Seeing Eye is likely linked to the Chiliad mystery, and in some way or another is most likely linked to aliens. Mothman. Mothman has been a myth in GTA since 2004, just before the release of GTA San Andreas. While there's no evidence of his existence, players who claim that they saw Mothman in GTA San Andreas said he was a human with large bird or insect-like wings, glowing red eyes, and often flies high over the map. Rumor has it he appears when a large number of pedestrians die, when a plane crashes, or before other tragic events. In GTA 5, we only have two possible hints of Mothman's existence. The first is this image here, where you can see some glowing red dots in the distance, and another is a GTA forums post from 2013, where user GTA Fever 123 said, "I was casually driving around the Blaine County countryside with Trevor during a thunderstorm and saw this shadowy figure perched on top of a bridge suspension a little in the distance. Curious, I drove towards it. As I got closer and closer, I could see more detail of this thing. As I continued on, the creature disappeared in poof or black smoke. It looked very similar to this render of the Mothman." Baphomet. Baphomet is an occult deity that resembles Trevor Phillips' ghost. This, just like the Michael DeSantis ghost, was a myth that's been proven false over the years. This myth suggested that if the player killed Trevor in the final mission, that you'd be able to see his ghost in his trailer at about 2 a.m. Whale skeleton. Just offshore of Bannon, suggested that if the player killed Trevor in the final mission, that you'd be able to see his ghost in his trailer at about 2 a.m. Whale skeleton. Just offshore of Bannon Canyon, at the bottom of the ocean, you can find a massive skeleton of a whale. Shortly after GTA 5's release, many players actually believed this was a sea monster, but this has since been proven just to be the skeleton of a really large whale. Atmospheric anomalies. In GTA 5, atmospheric anomalies, also known as sky beasts, apparently are creatures that fly through the sky at night. Players who said they've seen these describe them as looking like freakish clouds, flying jellyfish, and maybe even just graphical glitches. If you get your camera out and look up at the night sky, off in the distance you can actually see that a lot of these stars appear to have the same description. Is this a sign of alien life, or is this just a weird-looking star? The Quantum Man. The Quantum Man myth came about due to this image surfacing on the Rockstar Social Club. The image shows the map of Los Santos on a TV, but the map isn't a normal map. On top of the map is Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man. What's interesting is the user who posted this was named Quantum Anguli, which in Latin the corners. This myth was debunked by user Jakey Boy when he found out that the man is just laid over a screenshot of GTA 5 map with the location markers still intact. Technological singularity. The technological singularity is the theory that one day AI will become more intelligent than humans, and this theory suggests that this is slowly happening in the GTA universe. This dates way back to GTA Vice City, which of course was set in the 1980s. long before AI is even close to what we know it as today. On one of the radio stations, a caller named Manuel calls in to say this.
Hey, it's Manuel from Rhode Island. I love the show. Yeah, I want to talk about technology enslaving us. You know that play, In the Future There Will Be Robots? Well, that's a true story. In the future there will be robots. And I'm going to hack them all. I'll make them say funny things. You know, I can move satellites around with my computer.
Computers are evil. The Luddites of ancient Britain know this. That's why they destroyed the computers that created things faster.
I am a computer.
Well, anything that can think.
Rockstar also included the exact same character, Manuel, in GTA San Andreas in yet another radio call-in.
Caller, hi, my name's Emmanuel. I'm really worried about hackers setting a nuclear bomb after me, through the phone. Do you think they can pinpoint my location?
Look, it's good for the economy to live in constant fear.
Of the technological singularity theory, that was until the Doomsday Heist came to GTA Online, where Clifford, an AI created by Avon Hertz, tried to take over the world. We thought we stopped him and killed Clifford, but it seems like this might not be the case. Because in one of the Diamond Casino Heist setup missions, we have to go and steal weapons that are being guarded by Clifford's AI. Fast forward to the Criminal Enterprise update, where we got complete confirmation that Clifford's backup drive was still out there, and the Duggans were using him to hike up gas prices. Us, the player, then goes to try and kill Clifford once and for all, only to end up creating another copy of Clifford and giving it straight to the IAA. This confirms that the technological singularity is still a possibility, and leaves the story wide open going into GTA 6.
Alright, Agent. Consider this your final debrief. The Duggins operation has been effectively neutralized. Agent Johnson has been promoted to Special Agent. The last known copy of the Clifford. As of next week, it gives me great pleasure.
If a player flies or drives a boat too far away from the mainland, the vehicle engine will fail. If the player survives and ends up in the ocean, they'll be attacked by a shark very quickly. Strange howling. When you're in the Mount Chiliad tunnel at nighttime, the player can periodically hear a strange howl. Now, this normally wouldn't be that strange at all, except for the fact that this is the howl of a wolf, and there are no wolves in GTA 5. Some players have speculated that it's just a coyote, but the actual audio file in the game files is called Distant Forest Wolf. And since there's no wolves in GTA 5, the exact source of this sound is still unknown. The day that never comes. The day that never comes is a strange phenomenon that's only ever been encountered by a few players. When this occurs, the sun will set between 7 and 10 p.m. at night, but the sun won't rise the next morning. Instead, the moon will complete a cycle across the sky up to 3 times, with the sun never rising at the end. What's interesting and spooky about this is everyone who's claimed to encounter this has claimed that it's happened on a Saturday, and that NPCs have been behaving strangely, like walking in circles, starting random fights with the player, or avoiding each other completely. Is it a glitch, or was this intentional by Rockstar? I guess we'll...
Rebecca.
Have you ever wondered what...
Adios expected? From finding Mr. Beast's abandoned city...
This is the abandoned city Mr. Beast survived in for 7 days.
...to finding his private island...
This is Mr. Beast's island, the island that this contestant will enjoy his 100 million subscriber video.
My name's Ryan, and we're gonna find out what happened to Mr. Beast's old video sets, starting with the shipwreck of his $1 yacht. On June 11, 2023, Mr. Beast released a video titled $1 versus $1 million yacht, where he compared a series of yachts, starting with
Why did you sell me this boat for $1?
The storage just kept racking out. Thank you.
And to test it out, they took the yacht out in the water and found out the hard way why this was only worth $1.
The boat literally started sinking right when we put it in the water. Tom Chandler.
But what exactly happened to the yacht after it sank? Did anyone retrieve the remains, or is the yacht still there at the bottom of the lake? Well, that's exactly what diving YouTuber Circle H Scuba wanted to find out. And after diving to the lake and exploring it for a while, he found this.
This is it, guys. We found it. This is the Winter Haven. This is literally the exact same $1 yacht that Mr. Beast, aka Jimmy, sunk in his video.
After circling the yacht, he even found some remains left by Mr. Beast's crew from the video.
If you look closely as they move around, you'll actually see some of the GoPro mounts that Mr. Beast team must have left when they were filming. In the video, the boat was definitely back. Didn't have time to try to remove those.
He did a brief assessment of the boat's condition before actually entering it.
From the looks of it, this boat was absolutely falling apart before Jimmy sunk it, and it's really no surprise to me at all on why it started sinking so fast. The top side and outside is falling apart, and as we'll see in just a moment, the inside's mostly just a wood frame with plywood, and again, it's kind of easy to tell why it's sort of falling apart.
And finally, he went inside for the grand tour of Mr. Beast's $1 yacht wreck.
The inside is basically just framed wood, and there's electrical wiring here and plywood on the floor, and that's really about it. There's not too much to look at here otherwise, and with the nails and the boards kind of sticking out a little bit, the copper wiring that's been left around here, etc., it's actually a little bit hazardous, and in the future, this is actually going to be a bit of a rough wreck to enter and explore.
After almost a year, he visited the wreck again, but by then, a lot of the parts of the boat had been scraped off as souvenirs by other divers.
The shot was pretty complete in terms of having the seat, the wheel, all the instruments and stuff like that here, and you can see that people have just kind of started pulling things off of it for souvenirs, which is a little unfortunate, but it also is unfortunately kind of common in diving parks like this. I cannot recommend anyone go ahead and go into the yacht anymore. Before, I think when I went in there last year, I mentioned that there were some different nails and stuff in the wood still, and it didn't get cleaned up probably as well as it should have. And unfortunately, that inside of that yacht is just kind of falling apart even more so.
Navigating the underwater wreck of the yacht was tricky, but the next Mr. Beast set raises the stakes to a whole new level. On the 5th of August 2022, Mr. Beast celebrated his 100 million subscriber milestone by releasing a video titled, "I gave my 100 million subscriber an island."
I bought this ginormous private island and I'm giving it to one of you in this video. So I brought 100 of my subscribers to compete in 4 extreme challenges. Last one standing wins this island.
YouTuber Dara Ta wanted to find out what actually happened to the island afterwards. A normal person might have contacted Mr. Beast or his team to ask about the island, but not Dara Ta. He decided to pull a stealth mission and sneak onto the island himself. However, he would soon find out that reaching this island wasn't as easy as it sounded.
I'm in Nassau, Bahamas. I've traveled almost halfway across Europe, and yet still I am nowhere near Mr. Beast Island. Bahamas is made up of almost 800 islands. And guess whose island is on the very end of it? The one island that we're trying to get to. So this is basically the last stop that we can get to by normal transport. From here on out, we're going to need some help.
And ultimately, with some help, he was able to devise a plan to reach this remote island.
Very far.
A remote island in the middle of nowhere. Now, how do we get from Nassau to Ragged Island? They use a small-ass plane. That's there. Fly into Ragged Island, and then somehow sneak onto Mr. Beast Island, which we know is nearby.
That's kind of sketchy ass plan.
And the terrifying hurricane and weather would have stopped most people from taking on this dangerous adventure.
Turns out flying during hurricane season comes with a lot of risk.
But Dara Ta was a man on a mission, and nothing was going to stop him from flying to this island.
This is like the most expensive flight I've ever flown, and it's also the smallest plane I'm ever going to be on. I think we're all terrified right now. Okay, guys, there's no turning back now. As soon as we get on this plane, we are going into the depths of the Bahamas. This is remote as...
And soon enough, his goal was in sight.
Oh my God, that's Mr. Beast Island. There it is. We're just off Mr. Beast Island. That's the island. That's the island. Oh, there. Oh, that's great. We had to land the plane first, and the only safe place to do so was another few miles away.
He even contacted the winner of the Mr. Beast Challenge, Mallory, only to find a massive plot twist.
Thanks so much for letting me be part of your experience. My name is Mallory. I was the very fortunate winner of Ben's Cay Island in the Bahamas. So Mr. Beast, long story short, I ended up getting a cash prize instead, which completely changed my life. Completely.
It looks like Mallory has stolen the flag to Mr. Beast, so we Mr. Beast Island that we're going to.
But regardless, he still needed to know what Mr. Beast has done with the island since the video, and so he finally reached the island.
You stink, bitch.
Jimmy, I'm on your island. What happened to the set from this video over a year ago? Wait, I don't recognize this. I don't even think the shot was really big.
And after exploring some parts of the island, he found all the spots that were seen in the original video.
Look at this. So, this is the helipad area. I'm in the helipad area in this big video. It the sun has literally been smacking it for a year since. Right here is where they had the bonfire, where all five contestants split their checks worth 50 grand on fire. Over 50 grand. Oh, the pool! Oh my god! This is the pool from the video as well. It's still here, and that means only one thing. Jumping time! It's disgusting. It went into my eyes. You should not put this water that's been laying there for a year. Oh, this is the intro.
You stink.
This is literally where standing where you want. And then right here was where they finished the video. Jimmy was sitting right here. There was Chandler, there was Nolan, there was Chris, and then there was, I think there was Mallory like cycling. And she literally won this island.
Seems like everything was exactly when Mr. Beast had left them. While Mr. Beast seemed to have abandoned this island, he's expected to for certain for this next island. On August 14, 2020, Mr. Beast announced that he bought a private island.
I paid $730,000 for this island, and I don't know what's on it. This island is huge!
And it was featured again in a second video titled, Last to Leave $800,000 Island Keeps Him.
I want this thing to wrap our island. I have 10 challenges, and we have 10 people. And the last one who will leave this island keeps him.
Which was what I was there. But he may have chosen the cash prize too, because Mr. Beast seems to still own this island, as YouTuber Matthew Beam received this challenge directly from him.
On my island is buried a treasure chest. I may or may not have buried it, but there's a treasure chest there. Matthew, good luck finding it.
What's buried treasure on Mr. Beast's island? I am going to find that.
Even if he accepted the challenge, this wasn't going to be a loss for work.
It's going to be so hard to
You wanna go outside?
They decided to go all around the island exploring it fully.
So we're back on the shoreline.
You gonna go outside? So how am I supposed to put you outside?
And treasure. This is extremely
Later?
But it was going to be night soon, and they had to improvise and build their own shelter.
So using these figure looks to put the whole thing up and tying them together with some rope we found over there. Once we set the walls, we started covering the roof with leaves. Our shelter is officially finished.
On day 2, they spread out over the huge island in search for the treasure.
So I am currently heading into Mr. Beast's jungle to look and try
Let's
to
go
find
over
the
there.
treasure. This is going to be nearly impossible. There's multiple paths to choose from, and it's 3
I want the fiddle.
Really intimidating being in this jungle by yourself. Always sounds like there's something following me.
Yeah.
I have no idea if the treasure's in the trees, like around here, or just
However, Matthew finds it just that every puzzle is.
back in the tree with the painting. There's 3 in here. Maybe it's a clue to find a treasure. Realize the trees are in a triangle formation. But I have a funny feeling this is
What?
you guys have to find it.
What?
And then there was smoke in the air, and everyone
Oh,
started
look! Charlie!
The triangle just
Charlie!
stuck in this tree. I've been out here for
Charlie?
not seeing anything at all. We're trying to get low to the ground in case you can see
So, yeah.
until this happened. The second lesson to that war was to introduce a new challenge for now. Each of these